All right, y'all. So I'm going to buckle down and get this work done. But I want to say while the sun is still out, first of all, get in on these readings and my protection, first of all. Okay. Um, as some of you know, I started getting gang stalked on this platform somewhere around, I'd say I started getting the first signs of it around 2011, 2012. Yeah. And it just started to get progressively worse throughout the years. Um, my information was given, my social security number was given to one of the gang stalkers that lives in Florida. My information was put out on the dark web. I've been harassed every single day, slandered, targeted, smear campaign, swatted, bullied, harassed, um, sexually assaulted. Um, it's a lot that they did. Family harassed and stalked, threatened for years. And so just recently, another one of the members of their gang stalking committee passed away. Now, from what it looks like to me, he died of an illness, okay? Maybe natural causes. Once again, just like they exploit everybody else, they're exploiting his death. Using his death to somehow, I don't know, I personally feel that if you were a group of gang stalkers that was stalking a witch, and all of a sudden the people in your gang stalking crew just started dropping like flies, I'd say that that person deserves honors and respect personally. I see no problems there. For extremely dangerous people that pose as a danger, I see no problem there. But never have I ever claimed that I was responsible for his death. Now, we all know that these people, they think they know the Bible. I actually know the Bible better than they do, but they think they know the Bible. And I've heard them say often throughout the years that they were doing God's work, quote unquote. Okay, I'm doing the bunny ears, quote unquote. They're doing God's work. If you were doing God's work, you wouldn't be dying left and right. That's a fact. In fact, God doesn't like what you're doing. Nothing that you're doing is of God, and nothing that you're doing is right. And for the people that have sat back and witnessed this, all of those people have enough discernment to know this, but apparently they don't. So every time one of their people dies, they're coming for me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's fine too. Because I personally, again, I see no problems here. I don't. Um, if that were the case. Now, this dude that just recently passed away, I wasn't necessarily, me and him, we didn't have very many exchanges. I know that he supported A lot of the fuckery, he supported sexual assault. He supported dropping revenge porn. He supported those things. He supported the disrespect and the degradation of women and children. He supported that. You gotta be careful who you support. And if you just don't know no better, when I guess you just don't know no better, that just because you don't know no better don't mean that you can escape the punishment for the crimes that you committed. There's been plenty of criminals that have committed crimes and they went to jail for those crimes. Possibly some of them that didn't even know that they were committing crimes, but they were, and they still had to go into prison. So no, I am not claiming, nor have I ever claimed that I personally made any of those people die. I've never claimed that. But of course, since I guess I'm still the main target, what should I do at this point? Play target practice with you? Because these people seem to never learn. The assignment that you were given was not ordained by God or any other person. You're on a hopeless mission of self-destruction, is what it is. So here's my thing about it. Whatever it is that you try to do, we are always 10 steps ahead of you. So the horrific behavior that these people have displayed, the crimes against humanity that they have committed, they're looking for a scapegoat. Nobody over here will ever be your scapegoat. Nobody that I know will ever be your scapegoat. You're going to take, these people are going to take responsibility for their actions. Okay. We all know why gang stalkers get away with what they get away with for years. We all know why, but eventually there's a lot of gang stalkers that end up going to prison. You just don't hear about it on the news all the time because there's other things that take priority. But there's a lot of gang stalkers that factually do end up in prison. So, that's going to be the case in this case as well. Yeah, we are magically protected. We are protected by witchcraft. I did state, yes, that before you're able to hurt or harm people with your stalking and then your pseudo witchcraft and prayers and things of that nature against people that kind of, you're not relevant to those people. All of those things that you try to do to other people is only going to be done to you. I did say that. I did say that, yeah, it does defy the laws of physics. It may be something very deep and mysterious that you don't understand. If you were to get in your car or if you were to get on one of your bikes and try to drive to our homes to commit murder, yes, I did state that you would die on your way. Absolutely. And I meant that. Do I think that this guy, Lee Owens, was getting ready to come and, and put a hit out on any of my family members? No, no. But if the time ever came where you thought that you would do that, then trust me, you would perish probably weeks before that, because murderers and stalkers, see, you have to look at the state of psychology of a stalker. For example, the New York stalker that we don't call by name anymore. He actually stalked her for quite some time. And when it was all said and done, he sent a bomb to her house to kill her. So if you're a stalker, if you're a predator in that way, we know that you more than likely have the capacity and the capability to kill somebody. Okay. However, anybody that myself and anybody that is under my fold, anybody that is a client, does not have a destiny to die at your hands or to be hurt at your hands, even though you want to. For some reason, you want it. You want to hurt people, and then you want to go and play victim. So no, I did not. No, I do not have anything to do with those people passing away. I know exactly why they're passing away, why they're passing away early, and why bad things are happening to them. But you know what? Do they pay me for spiritual work? Are they paying me for readings? Do I want to come on here and get involved and just read anything and everything? No. I'm minding the business that pays me. I could see it years ago what was coming for those people. And you're not going to take anybody innocent with you. We are like anybody that's a real seer can see what is the fate for a lot of y'all. The sad part about it is that a lot of the real deep diabolical ones, it seems like the less harmful ones seem to be dying first. That's just like when Hope died. Now, Hope actually, in front of everybody, told me that she knew I was going to die. Uh, this is, I guess she was possessed. I have no idea. This lady just, I guess in support of people on the internet, she told me, she said, "Oh, I know you're going to die." For me, somebody like me, I'm going to protect myself from that. I said, "Oh, really?" A month later, she died. So maybe it's because she knew that she would die, but she wanted to project that to me. I don't know. I just know that I don't think about death that much like that. It's not dying. Okay. So I am a medium and I do deal with spirits because of the line of work that I do. I practice necromancy. I work with the dead in various ways, but the thought of dying never crosses my mind. It's not something that I trip off of. So, no, I do not have anything to do with that. However, people will throw around death magic and let me be perfectly clear with this, okay? I'm not talking about me. Let's talk about something real quick. Let's talk about the actions of an adversary. Let's talk about what if an adversary committed actions against you that was of a detriment to your life and your well-being. Same difference. It's a mundane way of harming someone and their lives. So it doesn't even have to be magic or black magic involved. You can do that in a mundane way. It don't have to be no Bible, no prayer, none of that. You can simply get someone killed just by telling a lie on them. We all found that out through cases, and I'm not trying to make this a racism thing, but look at what happened to Emmett Till. This is not about race. This is about just somebody lying about something that supposedly happened to them, and it didn't. And this young man lost his life, was tortured to death by the community Was it right for them to do that? No, because they deemed him guilty. Um, and come to find out, she was not telling the truth. So, and this is not to put a target on white women. That's not what I'm doing. So race has nothing to do with it. I just brought that up because it's a good example of it. Okay. Because, I don't do stuff like that. I don't do racism. That's probably why my heart is good. I know how to deal with it. I know how to make things just and fair for everybody. I know justice and peace. But racism, no, I don't have that in my heart. So that's why I have a very good heart, a very healthy heart. Okay. I know I do. I just I walk probably a mile and a half per day. Fast. I walk fast too. So my heart is good. And I don't hate anybody, and I refuse to become a part of that agenda because a lot of people that have that hatred in their heart do have heart problems. Any kind of hate, not just racism, but sexism, all the isms. You can't force anybody to be a part of those isms. You can you can eat right, you can exercise, you can take pills and supplements and moringa powder, but at the end of the day, if you moving around in hate, the cancels pretty much cancels out everything else, because what you take in and hold in your spirit is hate. I don't hold hate in my spirit, and neither does anybody that I know. I've never seen anything like it before in my life, but I can tell you that we'll all survive it because it's ugly. It's a very ugly thing. Hate. Okay. So no. If you ask me, it's a obvious. I mean, gang members typically do get killed and die. Y'all technically are not gang members, but they're still gang. And as their victim for years, I can say that. I can honestly say that about those people, how ruthless they are, how messed up they are. Am I afraid of you? No, not at all. What reason would I have to be afraid of you? I know how to deal with you. And there's a lot of other things that I can do besides death to you. But to be honest with you, messing with somebody's livelihood, threatening them, trying to send energy attacks to them, that can actually kill somebody. That can actually cause damage to the body. Consistent and prolonged stress every day, which is why I don't let it stress me. Even though I may talk about it, that's just my passion. I've always been a very passionate person, but I'm always way too blessed to be stressed. So, no, I don't have nothing to do with that. But unless he had direct plans on coming and murdering me. If he had direct plans to murder me or any of my family members or anybody that I'm protecting, well, then rock-a-bye, baby. I'm serious. Anybody that I'm protecting. If somebody is planning on taking you off of this earth before this time, before your time, they gonna get it. It just is what it is. Better them than you, right? You know, my gods told me that anybody that has the capability of murdering or doing harm, even with magic or mundane killing, shooting, stabbing, my spirit guides already told me that anybody that has the capability to do that is gonna get it. Because something that people rarely talk about, and this really happens dealing with the church a lot. Typically, pagan communities can be a lot more peaceful. Okay. Typically, what happens is that people lose their mind, they go crazy during spiritual wars. And what they do is they say, fuck it, I'm going to kill somebody. My spirits just so happen to will let you know. Oh, you on your way? You planning on plotting and cutting to murder anybody under Jamila's fold? That includes my clients. That includes my loved ones, who you can never make distrust me because you wanted to make my loved ones not trust me and go against me. My children and people really close to me, they don't have a choice because they'll be forced to it for their own good. People try to turn against me, they're in danger, for especially for y'all, especially for somebody evil that plans on doing harm to them. So for their own good, you don't have to like me. You don't have to love me or like me as long as you respect me. If I'm going to protect you, I'm going to protect you. And I feel 1 million, 110 billion, quadrillion times confident in that. Think of me as Noah in the Bible, like Noah's Ark. Think of me as Noah reborn, okay, in your Bibles. And that was simply an analogy because I don't go by the Bible, okay? But I do believe that it was true accounts of record of people who were attempting to speak all the way for God. I don't think it was all the way. I think a lot of the evil in the Bible probably should have been removed. They just left all the good stuff. Okay. That's how they need to start printing Bibles in the future. Okay. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, if you're a crazy person and just you don't value human life and you can't get it together and you just want to, randomly murder somebody, or either you have been targeting somebody and your psychosis and your demeanor and you've degenerated. Yeah, you mess with any of my people and you're not gonna make it. But that doesn't mean that I'm claiming that I killed that man with magic. Y'all must think that. I think that they think that. Well, if you think that, why are you still stalking and talking about me then? I've lost my family members. Let me tell you who I've lost. I lost my father last year. He passed away, horrific accident. Actually had an accident. Like it was totally unreal. I'm still in shock at how my father died. I lost my mother in 2021. I lost my little cousin, Tony Macaroni. I lost him. I lost my little cousin, Tia Bia. I lost my auntie. Am I blaming it on you? You could never. You don't have nothing to do with that. Trust me. Nothing. Anybody that dies around me ain't got nothing to do with y'all. It was just their time to go, apparently. Okay. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, um, that doesn't make me a monster. That doesn't make me an evil person. There's many, many, many people like me, and there's been many, many people like me throughout history. And you know what? It ain't easy being cheesy. It's not. Sometimes people may doubt you, may doubt me, or judge me. But you know what? At the end of the day, those people are alive to do so. That's just like when my family gets mad at me or my children get mad at me. I don't give a damn. They gonna wake up in the morning. They gonna still prosper. My clients get mad at me sometimes. They're still being protected. Not gonna let you hurt nobody that I love or care for. My significant other just thinks I'm the devil. He still love me though, but he thinks I'm the devil and all that. But you think I'm ever let anything happen to that man? No. Give a damn he mad at me or not. You know, my cat be looking at me side-eyed sometimes. As long as little Lena Bina is okay. I got a whole family. I got my little cousins. I'm actually protecting my entire family. It's just that some of them don't know. They don't realize it. So, I don't know. You know, all I know is this is that I'm not going to have all these disruptions every time someone in that sector dies. Okay? No, nobody can do that. I have to keep going and roll with the punches. I don't even know that man. Okay? Y'all may love or like those people because they in y'all gang with y'all, but what do you expect? Some kind of empathy or sympathy from me? I told y'all that I don't have no love for y'all. I don't have no love for none of y'all in that gang stalking group. I personally think y'all are very dangerous people, and I think y'all need to get it together. I think you're a danger to people's well-being and health, possibly a danger to the community. You know what I mean? I said what I said. So, just think about it. Would you take off of work because some complete stranger in social media died? No, you wouldn't. In fact, the entire world just keeps moving forward. And that includes me and my family. Yeah, we don't have anything to do with that. That's just like when Tiffany passed away. I knew Tiffany for 30 years. I was really disturbed by what happened to her. I was really disturbed. I said, God damn, I said I wish that things would have turned out better for her, man. Like that's crazy. But am I gonna come on here and tell all her business? No. I wasn't talking to her. I had spoke to her in over 11 years. But I did mourn her. I did feel bad and felt bad for the kids and did healing for her kids and stuff. You know, but that didn't mean that I was gonna stop working. Spiritual work is not like flipping burgers. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna be closed today." Divine Services Apothecary is open 24/7, even when I'm asleep. Even before I return your phone call, if you go and order a reading while I'm asleep, and I wake up and I see you ordered a reading, my spirits is already, kind of, let's say, guarding you. Okay. So, I don't know what to tell these people. So, and when you play a losing game, you just lose. The game that y'all playing in that group is a losing game, especially when you attacking innocent people. And again, the people that fight against y'all group are far too powerful for y'all to handle. Y'all can't deal with them people. Y'all act like I'm y'all only adversary. Shit, it's a lot of people that don't like y'all group. People that don't say nothing. They hiding in the cut. They not hiding. They just lurking in the cut. They don't like what you do, and you ain't messing with those people. Those people are very powerful. We're still trying to figure out why these people though don't understand that people can see them and nobody is stupid. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I wanted to come and say that real quick. No, I had nothing to do with that man dying. They're always trying to get me involved. In fact, that's why the accusation was made. But I already told you how fucking ruthless I am. But it doesn't make me ruthless at all. That doesn't make me a bad person for defending innocent people against a bunch of tyrants and gang stalkers. People should be defended. People should know that they have protection from you. What do you think you're gonna do? You're just gonna terrorize the earth and terrorize people? So we got a whole army against you. Like the like I'm telling you, really, to be honest with you, I don't even have to say anything, and I'm gonna stop saying any damn thing. Y'all got a whole army. Like I'm talking about, like there's no numbers that you could ever build, even if your sector went viral, to stand up against the army that is against you. And it wasn't necessarily just what I did. That army was against you before you even started. you know But they don't hear me though. Listening is a gift. To be able to listen is a gift. There's a lot of people don't have the capability of listening. So, you know. Mm-hmm. And I ain't got nothing but love in my heart. You think these energies and powers that protect people are going to claim to protect them and not actually protect them? Yeah, they're going to protect them. But y'all sitting up there talking to that man's, probably his family members are watching, and you trying to implicate me or something, and no. In fact, I never even said anything to him. You know what I mean? Let me get off of here though. Get me something in my belly. Get me something in my belly. And I gotta do some work for a client. I mean, a lot of y'all knew y'all were going to war. The only thing is that y'all gonna be the only casualties because y'all the one that started the war. And if you ask me, it's it's a useless and pointless war too. It don't really mean anything. It's pointless. You know what I mean? It's just pointless. Y'all wanted a war and y'all got one. The only difference is that none of the innocent people that you started this war with is going to ever perish. It's going to be y'all. Okay? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is the point. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Is it just for the sake of drama? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Anywho, everybody deserves to feel safe in their homes and everybody deserves to feel comfortable instead of, people have the right to have a YouTube channel without having to worry about people like yourself harassing and stalking them. Yeah, people have that right. What makes you think y'all have the right to violate people's rights? I still don't get it. Okay, y'all, but no, I didn't have nothing to do with none of those people dying. Like, they say that God is who determines when it's time for you to check out. Hmm. And you know, I wasn't his God. Wasn't he a Jehovah's Witness? He was Jehovah's Witness. I had heard that from somebody, or either from him. He's Jehovah's Witness. That was his God, Jehovah. Okay. Anywho, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I'm not gonna speak on this anymore. I didn't know that man. He wasn't my family. Just a just a complete stranger on the internet. Okay. And all I can say is happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. That's all I can say. Shit. Have a happy Friday, y'all, and a happy new moon.